Well, I was just doing my normal job. Had left in the morning, kissed Pam goodbye and said, I'll see you tonight. And it's amazing what a slip on the ice will do to your life. And that's what happened to me.
One, the doctor said the fall should have killed him. But it didn't, praise God. Then the second thing was that the bleed in the back of his head was in such a delicate spot that if they did surgery, the surgery could kill him. So the only choice they had was to send him to ICU.
I remember, like I say, traveling up to Rochester Hospital. They were going to airlift me, but the weather was too bad, so I had to go from ambulance from Rochester to South Bend Memorial Hospital. From that point, I remember very little until realistically I was in 5th floor or 8th floor, I guess, whichever one it was initially, out of the ICU.
Coming in the ambulance to waking up on the 8th floor, that was 4 days. When I got to the hospital and he didn't know who we were, then I knew we were in really bad trouble.
I had told Pam once I got some realization back of what was going on, I have no fear where I'm going. And I said whether I passed or I lived, which was the case, I had all the faith in the world where I'd be at. And when you use the phrase, to live is Christ and to die is gain, I truly believe that. I had no issue that I'd be with Christ.
We have a couple that they're dear friends to us. They've been friends to us for years and years and years. And they came into the room and I watched Bruce Standifer get on his knees by my husband's bed and pray for him. And Bob took Bruce's hand like this, with one hand like this. And Bob, he just knew that somebody cared about him, and he put his hand on Bruce's face like that. And as Bruce knelt by our bed, by Bob's bed, he prayed. And I thought, that God would send us a friend like that. And that's what church family's meant to be. That's what we're supposed to be to each other. One
of the greatest things I remember is seeing the whole staff come up to visit me at Memorial Hospital. And that meant an awful lot to me. And I just, the prayers that have been laid down and the cards we got and the meals we received, and I mean, it was just out of this world when it comes to that, because you could see the support and the love. And since being back at church, I just am, awed by the number of people who've come up to me and said they've been praying, and I said, I know you have. Well, I see that God isn't done with me. And no matter how I come out of therapy and the results come out, whether I go back to work, whether I don't go back to work, is immaterial, because God will give me what I need to survive and continue on with my ministries. And I love nothing more than helping Pam and hers, and I don't know, but I have a feeling that he has something else in mind for me.